joined now by Stacey Johnson-Cosby, the KC Regional.
Johnson-Cosby will do in this episode.
I'm here with us now is Stacey Johnson-Cosby, a founding member.
To get a seat at the table.
Stacey Johnson-Cosby is a realtor. She's also president of the KC Regional Housing Alliance.
They've had 3 different workshops, actually. Stacey Johnson-Cosby, you're not even involved with word equalization anymore.
What we know is that a lot of those taxpayers have said that they're worried about being forced from their homes, and they will be. This is our 3rd and final workshop. She's hosted forums and met with homeowners.
And school evictions.
They just passed in Tacoma, Washington.
It did just pass in Tacoma, Washington. Yes, I'm very aware of that. So you're following it on a national level.
We have to.
I am so impressed.
It's everywhere. All of this stuff.
During that time, NAR called on me and asked me if I would speak to the media about that, and I'll talk to you about that shortly.
You bring us to the table. Some of it we need the nonprofits, yes. But some of it, we can go and take a house that already exists, renovate it, and get a family, and then we can move like that.
What are some of the barriers that you face? People from financing, I heard fear. And what else? Another barrier? Money. Okay, David's sitting in front of the room. Our money man is up there.
This is happening in California, it's happening in New York, and different places across the country.
Because we know that real estate is the gateway to the middle class. It helped people get to the point of being able to retire. How many real estate agents do you all see having retirement parties? Not a lot. I heard that.
This episode, we just dialed in, and her breadth of knowledge and expertise in the investment
society, and it needs to stay that way. The open market is working for a long time.
The next generation, my husband and I, we don't have children. We have wonderful nieces and nephews, great nieces and nephews, and that is good enough. Senate's first right of refusal. Do you all know about this? Is it in your market? Yeah. Anybody here for that? We ended up having over 1,000 people show up. People said, we want action. We want to do something. What can we do? So today is about that. And then this man standing next to me called me when the bills started hitting the mailboxes. He said, we got to do it again. It's like, please. We're using real estate to lift people out of poverty, and we can do that. All of you can do that, and that's what we do in our work. Selling one house changes everything. It can change someone's life. And that. This is something very important, and I have to thank the real estate agents and the people in the community who stepped up. And if you're a real estate agent here and you help pull comps, stand up.
And we're looking at all the things going on, because what we do and what's important to us is preserving housing, the industry as it is.
I'm sorry to bring you down, but there is hope. There are things that we can do. Right. Put our voices out there. There's hope.
Thank you. This morning.
So one of the things that the community volunteers and the real estate agents who volunteered and hosted those 3 workshops, and between all 3 of them over the last 6 days, we saw almost 3,000 people.
Getting that money into the hands of those that need it, and we don't have to worry about an eviction moratorium, because the way to stop an eviction is to pay the rent.
The problem is that government, when they shut the economy down, should have immediately made funds available to us.
Johnson-Cosby says the realtor and owner side sees some city council policy.
Thank goodness that somebody is stepping in to hear the voice.
We are small business owners, and we are people just like
Stacey Johnson-Cosby in Kansas City need the money too.
Are you not getting that money?
Well, it's coming slowly.
Cosby, you saw her just a moment ago. She's a landlord in Kansas City and a member of the National Housing Provider Coalition. Also with us, Julian Castro, former Secretary for Housing and Urban Development under President Obama.
And we need a champion that will stand with us, with realtors and housing providers.
Stacey, your presentation today was just on point.
Speaking, you really opened my eyes. So I'm very grateful for my eyes to now be open and no longer have scales on. I've been in the business over 25 years. Stacey Johnson was the best speaker I have heard at this state conference.
Lucky enough today to see Stacey speak at the Missouri Realtor Conference, and let me tell you, whatever this lady is selling, I am buying, because she's absolutely dynamic, passionate, and I want to be
Stacey speak this morning at a property management section here at the Missouri Realtor Conference, and she was absolutely amazing.
Johnson-Cosby just came to inform us about the housing rights and everything that's going on in Kansas City right now. It was super informative. It's got me fired up.
Here at Celebration, I'm a first-timer, just finished the class here for investments, and I tell you, it was amazing.
Future investor, and I came to class today and learned a lot from Stacey. She is a great speaker, and I'd love to come to our next class.
Stacy this morning, and well, I love Stacy because she is an advocate of advocates.
Would really recommend you to have a conversation with her, bring her into the office, and she starts a really dynamic conversation with the group. You'll learn a lot. I recommend it.
At the convention in Savannah, Georgia, had the pleasure of hearing Stacy.
Special thank you to Stacy for the great sessions.